Can I sew up all this huge pile of fabric in February? I think we need to make some plans, don't we? Let's get cracking. Hi there, I'm Christine the Gemini Stitcher. Welcome to my sewing space. Yes, February is here and I've pulled out all the winter fabrics that I've got left in my stash, which has been streamlined recently, so it looks like a huge pile, but it would have been even bigger before, wouldn't it? I'm going to go through them all with you today, and we're going to talk about what I planned to make with these fabrics, and we'll top them up together and see whether it's realistic to get them all done in February, because February is the last month of my winter sewing schedule. From March, I start thinking about spring and summer and all the light, airy, floaty fabrics that we all love to sew with in the warmer months. So I start mine at the beginning of March, and then I've got a head start and I'm not frantically sewing for something to wear the next day, if you know what I mean. But I still end up overwhelmed, obviously, because winter has taken over me and I've got a huge pile of fabrics. So I'll just grab my notepad and then we'll talk through them together. I've got everything written down in my planning notepad and I've totted them up, and there are 13 different patterns. Most of them I've used before, to be fair, but I'm going to be battling with 13 patterns to make 18 garments. 18! Now, some of them are on repeat, so there's more than one of each garment. That's why we've got 18 garments, 13 patterns. So 5 of the garments are going to be the same. So hopefully that will help me just a little bit, but let's see whether it is actually going to be doable, because yes, February is a short month as well. We only get 28 days, so I'm losing 2-3 days of sewing time in February. How rude. I think they should change it to a 35-day month for us sewers. Let me know how many days you need in February to get your winter sewing finished. So let's make a start. The first thing I'm going to look at are the things that I've already cut out and are in my new snazzy project bags. These are Country Cow Designs bags and I'm loving them. I know exactly what's in each bag. The first one is the rest of this cord that I made, my Tammy handmade pinafore in, and I want to make my first Ilford jacket out of that one. So that's garment number 1. Number 2 is the promised sew along, which is going to take longer than usual, isn't it? So that is the Neige sweatshirt from Dear and Joe, and I'm going to be making that in the beautiful wine and cream leopard print fabric that I got in the Guthrie and Garney sale. So garment number 2. Garment number 3 is going to be the Itch to Stitch. I think it says Zamora blouse. If I'm wrong, I'll pop it below. This is a new to me pattern. So, you know, it's not going to be a quick make, is it? It's got lots of detail in it, pleats, a nice tie at the front, and I've cut out the William Morris-esque viscose fabric for that one. So that one's going to be a little bit of a meaty sew, isn't it? And then last but not least, in my project bags, I have got the quadrada skirt cut out, again, itch to stitch. Now the fabric that I bought to make this in is this beautiful, I want to call it, it's one of those colours that you put it with one thing and it looks bright, you put it with green and it looks brown, you put it with brown and it looks green. But it's a beautiful fabric. Really, really good quality faux suede that I got from the Knitting and Stitch in Harrogate in November. And I think I paid about £16 a metre for it. So I don't want to ruin it. So with that in mind, I've actually cut the quadrada out in some cheaper cream faux suede that I had in my stash. So we're going to do a wearable toile, so I'm making two of them. So I'm going to do the wearable toile, that's already cut out, and then hopefully I'll get the fit right and be able to do the beautiful faux suede from the Stitch Festival, from Knitting and Stitch. So that's two, isn't it? I'm sure there's more than 18. I'm going to count them up as we go along, actually. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. So they're my project bags. And then I've pulled out all my fabrics that are absolutely, definitely winter. Now, if I don't get through these, I am not going to beat myself up. But I'm just focusing my mind, because if I still love the fabrics, I will put them away for next winter. But I want to try and get as many of them done as I possibly can. So let's have a look what we've got and what I've got planned for them. In no particular order, this is a fabric I've had in my stash for the longest time. Beautifully soft cotton flannel fabric in a gorgeous black and wine check. Why have I never made it up? I don't know. But I want to make a shacket in this. I'm going to use my tried and true one because time is of the essence, and it's the Thea shacket from Barra Studios. So that is going to be a pretty easy make because I know what I'm doing. So what are we on to so far? That's garment number 6. Number 7, look at this fabric. Ah, I got this at the start of winter. Got it from Little Legs. Absolutely loved it to bits. Couldn't wait to make it up. So why have I not done it? Because I could not decide what to make in it. It's got quite a large floral and fruit design on it, and I thought I was going to make a sweatshirt, but it's an alpine fleece, so it's furry inside, and when I've made sweatshirts with this stuff before, I get a little bit hot around the collar in them. So I thought, no, I'm going to make a zip up jacket. And I've never done it. So I'm definitely going to make this. I've got the pattern. I'll pop the details below because I can't remember what it's called. But that's going to be a nice zip up layering garment. And I need to get it made. So where are we at now? That's garment. So that is garment number 7. Number 8 is some brushed denim in a really dark chocolatey brown. I've got 3 meters of this, and I think I got it from Wasted Fabrics a while ago now. Never made it up, and I always wanted to make the So Different Osborne dungarees in it. And that is what it will be, because there are 3 meters of this stuff. So Osborne dungarees, garment number 8. Number 9 is some paisley. Now I always want to say fleur-de-lis. Steph corrects me. I've got it right this time, hon. It's paisley. In a linen mix on a beautiful cinnamon brown background with green print on it. And I definitely want to get this made up. It will go great with a quebrada skirt, great under the dungarees. So it's either going to be a roseline blouse, or if the itch to stitch Samara comes out nice, I might make it in that. So that's garment number 9. The pile is growing. Number 10 is this beautiful pickle green sweatshirting. Got it in a set with the matching ribbon from Beyond the Pink Door ages ago, and then didn't have a Scooby-Doo what to make with it. Love the fabric, didn't know what to make, and that should not have been bought, but I did. So I've decided now I want to make the pearl cardigan from Tilly and the Buttons. I made one, well I made 3 of them actually a long time ago, wear them loads and they're getting a bit tatty, so they need an upgrade. This pattern seems to have made a resurgence recently. People have suddenly found it. I've had mine for a while, so that's going to be a pretty easy make. So that is going to be the pearl cardigan. Garment number 10. And then garment 11 is also going to be the pearl cardigan. This is some fabric that I bought in a recent purchase from Little Legs in their sale. It's a French terry, quite wintry. I think it's got stars, it's got a bit of gold in it. So I need to get it made up to wear early spring. I might get away with it, but then it'll have to get put away for next winter. But that's going to be a pearl cardigan. So are we on 10? I think we are. Garment 11. Had this since last July from Guthrie and Garney. Fell in love with this beautiful charcoal and caramel check fabric. It's a nice cotton fabric, decent weight, bit of drape to it, so it's a twill weave, and it screamed Mitchell trousers to me, and I've never got round to making them. Got sidetracked, clearly. So I would love to think that I could get these Mitchells made up. That is a meaty make for me. So they are possibly one that will slip through the net, but we will see. So garment 11, the Mitchells. Number 12, Ponte. Absolutely loved this. Gorgeous, gorgeous deep wine colour. And these are going to be an easy make for me. I'm going to make some Olo pants from Named, and cannot wait to get them done because I love my loungewear, if you didn't know already. Now, there's more than one pair of Olos to be made. So that's garment 12 Olos. I also want to make another pair of Olos in this khaki green brushback Ponte that I got in the bins from Abercarn's. So they're a bargain pair of Olos. And then the last pair of Olos is going to be in this beautiful turquoisey teal colour brushback Ponte that I got from little legs fabric. So 3 pairs of Olos, and then I think I'll be all Olo'd out. We're getting there. Next up, at the start of winter, I purchased this beautiful green stretch denim. I think I got it from La Marzi or Higgs and Higgs, one of those anyway. Needed jeans. Really needed some new jeans for the winter. So why have I not made them? Again, I've got sidetracked, haven't I? I'm going to make the Hussard jeans from Maison Fauve. They're my tried and true jeans. They fit really well. I've made them as cropped ones. I've not made any full length ones. So I want to make the Hussards in that green denim. And I also want to make another pair of Hussards in this dark blue denim as well. Now both of those, you could argue, could transition over into the spring, so they're not going to be high on my priorities. I'm going to look through this and prioritise them in a minute. We're just looking through them all now, so they're going to be Hussards. This gorgeous, what colour green would you say that was? Pea green? Pickle green? Whatever it is, it's a fleece fabric. Bought it from Little Legs when I went with the girls from my social for our November outing up there, and not made it. So I do want to make the Oreo zip up jacket from Itch to Stitch in this fabric. And yeah, it might transition into spring, but it is a winter fabric, so I'll put it in the pile. So that's going to be the Oreo. Next to last, green cord fabric. Bought at the Knitting and Stitch in November. Definitely want to make the Maison Fauve, and it's their Silvana skirt. I need to get the pattern for this one, but I definitely want to make the Silvana in this green cord. It really is a winter wear, so that's going to have to go near the top of the list. And then, last but not least, is my floral denim fabric that I bought from Fabworks last summer, or spring. I think it was spring actually, or last winter. Seems like ages ago anyway. I've got definite plans for this. It's going to be the fabric that I use in my next collab, and I will be giving you more details on that through the month. So I can't say any more than that at the moment, but this is the fabric that I'm going to be working on, and it's got to be done in February. That's why I've included it in my pile of fabrics. So let's try and put them into some order and decide which ones I need to do first. Okay. So I've got a huge pile here of garments that really are winter garments, and there are 14 of them. The fabric over here can possibly wait till March, but I've definitely got 14 garments to make in February. Now, some of them are easy to make, let's get real. 3 of them are Olo pants. I can get all those whizzed up in a day. So that leaves me with 11 garments. 2 pearl cardigans, they can be done in a day. So we've reduced it by 5, and they will all only take 2 days. the rest of them, so I've got 9 fairly meaty garments to make. I'm not going to beat myself up. If they don't get done, they don't get done. I might carry on with them in March, because let's face it, we can have snow in March, can't we? But in my head, February is the last real proper winter sewing month. So I do want to get through as many of these as I can. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's doable? Am I biting off more than I can chew? Am I crazy? Absolutely. Are you planning on finishing off your winter sewing in February, or do you just carry on and do winter, summer sewing whenever it takes your fancy throughout the year? I tend to sew seasonally, I've got to admit, and I do have a bad habit of ending up like this with loads of fabric, really want to make them up and not enough time to do it in. But I get to a certain point, as soon as the weather starts warming up and we get a little bit of a spring feel in the air, I go completely off winter sewing, so they will then get boxed up, put away for next winter. But only if I am really still in love with that fabric, because I've developed, I'm trialling a 10-point plan. If you watched my Sewing Shack of Shame vlog, you'll know where it all started. If you didn't, pop back and give it a watch, because that's where this journey has all started from. And on Thursday this week, I'm going to talk through my 10-point plan of how I'm hoping to keep my fabric stash healthy. And by that, I mean I don't get overwhelmed with the fabric I've got. I don't want anything in my stash that I don't absolutely love or know what I'm going to make with. You're catching my drift? But there is a 10-point plan, and we will go through it all on Thursday. So thanks for sticking with me. I hope I've given you some inspiration, and I will see you on Thursday when we'll talk keeping your stash fit and healthy. Take care, guys. Happy sewing. Bye.